Nice to meet you all.
Okay.
Chapati is here, and we are very happy to see you and to have you all here.
Okay.
So please join. We're happy to talk to you, tell you about some news we have. So yeah, nice to see you all. Hey,
Hello,
Jackie.
Hello,
Hello.
MC.
Hello, everyone.
Jessica joined us. Hello, Jessica.
As always, Chapati is excited.
Hi. Okay.
When we're talking to the computer, she
Yeah.
loves it.
Chap.
So
Again,
yeah, we are still here in Kropivnitsky. Probably next time we're gonna be in Kiev. We'll see, but we have these plans. As last week it was silent in Kiev. There were some rocket, let's say, launching towards Kiev, but they didn't hit. They were taken down. So it seems like it's getting more and more safe in Kiev, and so many people getting back home. Like during the worst time of attack towards Kiev, it was like less than 1 million inhabitants left there, and right now it's almost 3 million, so 2 more million people
came back,
and yeah, life is getting back to normal as it could be, because of course everybody is working on army and volunteering and actually trying to solve all the issues and tasks we have because of the war we have right now. But yes, we want to go home.
Yeah, so hopefully next time we will be very happy to show you our apartment, our own apartment. We will be all alone, our family, not like living in a hostel. I hope this will bring much more energy to us, and I guess that our mood should become better.
Chappie wants to go. Oops.
Okay.
We'll have her back in a while. So yeah, Nitin from Kochi, nice to meet you. And Jackie is congratulating us on Eurovision win. Yes, this is the second topic we want to discuss with you, because yesterday we were so happy about this win.
Yeah, like there are many aspects. Of course, like what we want the most is the big win in the war, yeah? But still, even this small win on Eurovision, it's very symbolic. It really brings moral much higher, like in oh, and Chapati again is playing with a piggy. So like in the video games, some strategies when you have an army, and during the journey your hero can find some equipment or something which brings moral higher, and this means that your soldiers will have some extra
health,
extra energy or something like that. And I think that in this situation it's something quite same. It's the moral of people is brought 100 levels up, yeah. And I guess that it also brought the enemy's moral really low, because Russia used to take Eurovision very seriously. Like the whole country is watching, everybody was talking about that. And this year, first they were disqualified they didn't
Participate.
participate in Eurovision because Russia started war against Ukraine, because they started this uh, genocide of Ukrainian nation, and because people actually, regular people, support this. Yeah, and then when Ukraine won, I guess that was quite sad for 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 these guys. While we can still feel this amazing support of the whole world, of the whole
I'd say
world.
this symbolic win is much more important than actual win on some contest, right? Because we saw that so many people, especially regular people, people who live across the Europe, they voted for Ukraine. Because can you imagine among 480 points, which is absolutely maximum possible together, Ukraine got 439 out of 480. It means that the majority, the absolute majority of countries put us on the top of the list. They gave us the maximum amount of points, and only few countries did a bit worse and gave lesser points. So this is a great symbolic victory, especially considering that when you win this contest, Eurovision contest, next year you are hosting this show. So that means that next spring, people from whole Europe, from more than 40 countries, gonna visit Ukraine, and it's a big step.
Yeah, it makes quite a lot of difference in the situation, and I think it's very important. And there is also this aspect that, like, starting from the 24th of February, we never used to dance, to sing, to watch movies. It was something like something prohibited in your mind, yeah, because when you know that so many people are dying, and so many people are dying because they defend you and your country, you just cannot manage, yeah. How can I listen to music? And yesterday it was the first time we did listen to music. We sang and we danced. And guys, it's such an amazing feeling after 3 months. It's something very.
Yeah, it's a relief.
It's a relief, yeah.
And I will say that so many my Facebook friends, people whom I know, they wrote on their Facebook pages that they felt happiness first time after the war started. So this actually was probably the first main happy point, the point of relief, and this feeling that we won here in a contest, we won this competition, and we will definitely win the competition against aggression, and we will win this war. So yeah, it was a very important, and it was so brave from our band, from Kalush
Yeah,
Orchestra,
by the way.
to tell that the world has to stop this genocide in Mariupol and needs to help our soldiers who are were fully encircled and taken as hostages. More than 1,000 people, soldiers, more like a very great amount of them are wounded, and they are blocked on the plant of Azovstal, and they can't surrender because, as Russian propaganda says, they're Nazis. So if they are surrounded, Russia and they will use them in the propaganda, and I'd say that probably the majority of them, especially those who are wounded, they will never recover. They're gonna die. because no, they will not treat them, but they will help them to die. Yes, So this is not an option at all. So the whole world is talking about extraction. This is the procedure when the blocked army is taken away from the battlefield to the third country, and they are not coming back before the end of the war. So it's just like taking them to the third territory. They are not participating in war anymore, but they're alive. Yeah. So, and we know because everybody's talking about that there are few countries deeply involved in this process, like Turkey, like Israel, like Switzerland, and they are trying. They're doing all they can to make this happen. And they talked to Putin a few times, but he actually blocked this idea of extraction. So we are working
What else can we
harder,
do?
harder, and harder on that. At least, like to make a few small steps. First of all, to extract and to take from there the people who are actually like very heavy, who are dying and they need extremely hard medication, and they need it right now. It's about 50 people like that. So hopefully the world will help us, and it's so important that our band gave their voice to 200 million watching it live. And it was a very funny thing because after those words, save Mariupol, save Azovstal, we saw that Google Trends increased tremendously about Mariupol and Azovstal as people started to Google what is that. So we understand that not enough people
Yeah,
know
but
about this.
you didn't explain why it was brave for them to say it. It's because actually they could be theoretically they could be disqualified because on Eurovision they have such policy that it's not a political contest and no political expressions
Yeah, it can be
yeah
said or
yeah
involved in.
can be said. So but they took this risk, they said those words, and like now it's the same like martial law, yeah. Like now the times are very different, so some laws can be broken a bit.
Sure.
Yeah. So yes, after 3 months for the first time, we could вболівати.
Being a fan or just
Yeah,
being involved in something
being involved in a kind of a contest. We could sing. We could watch TV. We could not the news. Yeah. We could dance, and it's very big relief. So thank all you guys who voted for Ukraine, who supported. Thanks to the whole world for such an amazing support.
G2125 saying that it was a lovely evening, and it was a really lovely evening. And she's seeing that our spirits are rising. And yeah, we feel it also. And it's very important for us because, all these small victories in different fields, they really help. They really help us to establish our vision of better tomorrow, better future, and that this is gonna over one day, which is really important. So, what else?
Yeah, we are waiting for your questions. Maybe somebody of you have watched Eurovision too and can share your ideas, your favorite musicians, or like anything you wish. just talk to us. Hello, Interceptor. Yeah, your nickname looks very how to say that mocno
Strong.
strong. Yeah. You know why it's actually very funny that we are afraid of so many noises now, but when we hear interceptors, uh, we know that these are our defenders, and this sound, mm, it it has to be scary, but
It is not.
it is not.
Especially as actually Russia stated so many times that all our aircrafts were destroyed during the first days of war, and it's so nice to understand that they are wrong, that they are lying, because when you see these aircrafts flying around, and you understand that it's not Russian, because right now Russia is very afraid to go inside of Ukrainian territory because they were taken down so often during last time as we got this equipment and armors from our allies all over the world. So right now we're having at least some tactical, some carry around devices to intercept missiles and aircrafts, and that's why you understand and you know that Russian aircrafts and like they are not flying deep into Ukrainian territory. So
Okay. A very funny question from Jessica. Maybe this is a dumb question, but what is Eurovision? So we have to explain, yes, because I guess that many of Chapati's friends from India also don't know what is Eurovision. Will you please
yeah, so
tell?
this is basically a song contest, the pan-European song contest, where all European nations they take part in this contest. It happens every year, and the audience of this show is really huge. So people definitely watching. For some countries, this show is like more popular and more important. For other, less. But anyway, like when you understand that 40 plus countries are participating, like the whole Europe, right? And every country has their own contest each year to get the person or the band who will take part into a European contest. So this is just like a challenge to win your national contest and then go to European. And then in European you have some semifinals to semifinal. You need to sing good, yeah, to have your song and nice. And if juries around the Europe will vote for your song, then you probably go to final. And in the final, a jury from around Europe and also all the audience, they can vote for their favorite countries, but they can't vote for their own country. So this is like, of course, somehow it is not only about song; it's also about relationship, because some countries are tied in historically to each other, other are good friends, or they understand better some kind of cultural
So,
aspects.
like, for your understanding, let's say Ukraine and Poland usually give like more points to each other, and many kind of same relationships can be seen here. Uh,
But it's like it's a huge platform to for any band to rise and to get known. So last year, amazing band from Italy, Måneskin, won in this contest, and they became hugely popular. Like
Before Eurovision, like we never knew about them, we never heard about them, and like Actually, I'm the person who never took Eurovision seriously. I don't like pop music, so it's not like about me. Yeah, this contest. But last year when Måneskin won, I discovered this band. I never knew about them before, and I would say that they probably became one of my favorite music bands. Uh, and this year, of course, we also watched it because we knew that Ukraine has quite big chances to win. Yeah. Um, Jew writes that it was the first time for her to vote. Thank you. I guess this vote was for Ukraine. Our Sam did well too. Yeah, yeah. Very talented guy, and our professional juries gave him the
Maximum
maximum
12
points.
points, yeah.
Yeah. But
And
as for me, of course, to be honest, the best song was the one of the two of Måneskin's, because it's just my closer to my
style.
style. Yeah.
And this show, of course, it was recorded. You may find the full show on YouTube. So just type down Eurovision 2022
2022.
final full show or something like that. Or you can watch Ukraine there. We can't play it right now because we can be banned afterwards on YouTube, or
Yeah,
because
but we will share a link in the stories. That's not a problem.
yeah.
Svarna, thank you for joining us today. What else? That sounds fun. How many countries make it to the final?
Oh, so the system is really easy. There are 5 countries uh, which are always in the final because they actually made this contest. So 5 countries, like in after the Second World Wars, they established this contest. So they always make to the final, and other compete to get to the final. So from the each semi-final, 10 countries went to the final. So 20 countries from semi-final plus 5 who are native to this contest. So 25 countries participated yesterday.
Yeah, but only 10, yeah, I guess. 10 countries can take part in next year's Eurovision without like pay. I don't remember this
It
rules.
just doesn't matter, and it probably changed because it like yeah. So this was this important cultural win, and it's important that once again we show our bravery. And a very interesting point that before the competition, the odds from bookmakers, they were the like best, the best prediction who gonna win was for Ukraine. So we had this best odds, but after our participant Kalish band and their solid guy told about Mariupol and Azovstal, those odds even increased because he showed his bravery, and it's very important to speak up, even if it's against the rules somehow. I mean, it's important for our times, during the times of war, everybody needs to be brave in some point, right? To be braver than in usual life. So yeah.
And when this braveness ends up with a win, with support, of course, it's a very good example for the rest of people to be brave too. Yeah. Lovely to hear everyone singing. Give peace a chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a very special, vibe during this Eurovision. You like felt it because people were talking about peace. They all nobody like no one, not everybody told about Ukraine, right? But you could feel it that some are afraid, some just don't want to break the rule. But yes, the vibe was very special, and even from the hosts, they said it a few times. But one also funny moment that after our guy, our lead singer, told about Mariupol and Azovstal, so very this tricky thing. Then he, when it was a repeat of all the countries who were participating, just to recap everything before voting. So the repeat of every country, it went like 20 seconds. 10 seconds it was about showing this show, and then the music continues, but they are showing the faces of the band.
At at the moment when they are waiting for this
Yeah,
voting
so
process.
some cheering, and they didn't show Ukraine. And then once again, when we first received some kind of high points, and the cameraman and the host came towards Ukrainian band and started to speak with them. And he before that he gave a word to every other country he came to, but this time he like first he showed the microphone and he pulled his hand towards our lead singer, but then took it away, so didn't give a word. They
They were probably afraid that
afraid.
our guys will start to make some very big and
Statements, right?
statements, yeah.
They were afraid, but when we won, they had to give the microphone back again to Ukraine, and they found out that there were nothing afraid about, because our singers, they were as polite as it could be, as it is possible, so didn't break any other rules. So.
Yeah, by the way, one more reason to love Måneskin is that these guys are the ones who support Ukraine like very much. They were probably the first to make a song about all the cruelties. I guess we will also share that in the stories.
It calls gasoline, right?
Gasoline,
Gasoline.
yeah.
Måneskin.
During their last concerts, they could easily say from the stage something like "fuck Putin" and so on. Yeah, so I'm subscribed to them on Instagram, so I know about these cases. Many they make many stories on the situation. Well, they are from Italy and they could easily close their eyes, yeah, on the situation. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, do you want to tell about anything else? Because I think that we're gonna end soon.
Yeah, I wanted to say again that we hope that next week we will manage to go back to Kiev. I hope that our next stream will go from our home, our own home, with good internet. I guess that this will help us become more productive. We will finally try the concept of Zoom meetings when we have this good internet. Share the link. Okay. Is it safe to go back? Svarna, it's not absolutely safe everywhere in Ukraine. So there was a moment when Kiev was very unsafe, much unsafer than Kropivnitsky, where we are currently located. But as for now, there is no big difference between Kiev and Kropivnitsky. It's same safe or same unsafe everywhere, but our home is there.
And also we have right now the problem with fuel in Ukraine, as Russia bombed our fuel plants and the places where fuel were stored. So it's hard to get as much fuel as we need. And right now we have some in our tank, but when we're back to Kiev, probably we're gonna stay there because it's gonna be hard to find fuel, and it will like probably continue for months or
Quite a long
something.
time, yeah.
Because right now the only possibility to get fuel is to get it from Poland and other Western countries. And before the war, we actually got the majority of fuel from Belarus and also some from Russia because they have it. Belarus buys oil from Russia very cheap, and they produce not that bad diesel and gasoline, and we bought it. So yeah, right now it's a bit of a problem, but we have enough to get to Kiev. And we're gonna show Chapati to
Yeah,
you
I
right
just
now.
wanted to, by the end of our meeting, I wanted um, to thank you all guys again for all your help, for all your support, whether these are donations or these are joining the streams or sharing our
Whatever stories we
story.
make, our
We
content.
feel your support. It's amazing to know that we have all you. So thank you for everything. Hope that next stream will be a bit different.
Yeah, hope so. And especially for Pale Roy, who just joined us and tells the words of love to Chapati. We're gonna show Chapati to you as she's laying right here. Our sweet Chapati. Hey, Chapati. We're gonna go for a walk in a while. So she's probably waiting for her time. So yeah, guys, it was really important for us to see you again, and this is a very nice tradition for us. We adore the streams. We are waiting for them every time. So it was a pleasure, and hope to see you soon next week.
Bye bye.
Stay tuned and